think everything's set up. I think everything's ready. Let's see here. Pushing 558.90's getting there. Looks good. Sounds good. Looks like it sounds good. Everything seems to have leveled out. Let's join the Discord conversation already in progress, shall we? I think it's up and running.
Hello, Tim. Welcome back.
Hello.
I'm going to press the shout-out button for Tim here if I can remember how to spell his name. Yeah, it looks like I got it right.
Oh god, scared the hell out of me.
Oh, they're working tonight.
So, anyways, I rolled a 5. So, unless everybody else somehow rolls abysmal, I think I'm not going first.
Rolling an 8 into the pyramid for a hard stop. Why is my spell table not capturing proper?
I got 16.
There you go. There you go, Rhino.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Oof.
I got 16.
Well, I guess Jess goes first then.
Oh, we get to spacebar it up today.
Are we set? Are we doing the
So,
thing?
I do require consent to plane
Yeah.
chase, if that's
Sure.
it's all the
I'm
same
not sure
to
if
you.
I want. I'm not sure if I want to do plane chase this week.
No is an acceptable option.
I'll toss out the vote of no, but it's up to everybody else on that one.
I'm good with it.
Indifferent, so
So a 1,
Yes.
a 0, and a -1. I'll opt out. We'll go without this week. We'll try it.
It's fun, but we don't have to do it every week.
That's fine. You guys just get straight, unfiltered magic this week.
well, and this game will be shorter.
Perhaps.
Possible.
We can get
Possibly.
both in one game then.
Perhaps. Alrighty.
Is it go time?
I think so. Happy Friday, everybody.
Oh, I need to flip everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Cheers. Success. We made it.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
Coffee.
All right. Gonna draw. Land returns a swamp. I'm gonna tap it for the Dread Malkin. And that's my turn.
Good. So it looks like I'm next. Hello, multiplayer game. I'll take that turn 1 draw. Land for a turn is a plains. Hello, kitty. Hi, Meowth. Hello. Hello, Meow.
Oh, that's me.
Hello, Meow.
Oh, I just heard the cat.
Hello, Meow.
Okay. I'm going to have a very equally boring first turn. It's a forest. Yeah,
Wow.
that's it.
Alright, turn. I'll shuffle this. Thought I'd shuffle this. Let's do a mountain into a soul ring into the kicks into a spacebar.
That was a lot of things all at once.
All right.
Hey, Meow.
The soul ring and a calls of kicks.
Hey, Meow.
Land for turn is a swamp. Gonna tap 2 for the Azoria Signet. And that's it.
Let's go. Land returns an island. And for 2 colorless, Azor's Gateway.
Oh, Oh, you got it on. Oh my god.
Turn 2.
Oh no. That's a problem.
That is a problem.
Well, you guys have like 5 turns to get rid of it.
We'll see if I can do it. Planes and go, because I still don't have anything cool to draw here.
Alright, play a mountain.
You can't lay there.
Do you think that
Two.
cat's going to listen?
Nope.
1, 2 colorless. Leave 1 floating for a dragon fodder. 2 gobby boys. Use that
Goblins.
1 floating for a skirk drill sergeant. Whenever a skirk drill sergeant or another goblin dies, I may pay 2 colorless and a red. If I do, reveal the top card of my library. If it's a goblin permanent card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into my graveyard.
You said, drill sergeant?
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the wrong card.
Nah, that's okay. Probably like skirk prospector or
Yeah, that's what it came up with.
yeah.
My turn?
Mhm.
Okay. Land returns Rogue's Passage. Gonna do a black and 2 for Tainted Remedy. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn it.
Good luck, Sphinx.
Yeah.
I mean, did you read my commander?
No.
No, I confess I did not. I was kind of in a hurry, sorry. Okay, draw a land for turns, a swamp. I got all 3 of my colors. And for 3, let's go 1, 2, 3. The Skeleton Shard.
Okay. This is sort of awkward. Alright, we will play the forest, and finally I get to play some magic here. Kodama's Reach.
There you go. Go get your lands.
Yeah.
Finally. We'll put a plains into play, and I will put a plains into my hand once I can find them. Well, that's turn either way.
Okay. Uh. Hmm. Play a Hall of the Bandit Lord, my land for turn, and spell though tapped. I can tap it to pay 3 life, add 1 colorless to my mana pool, and if that is spent on a creature, that creature has haste.
3 colorless? Or wait. What? Huh?
I tap it, pay 3 life, it gives me 1 colorless,
Oh.
but it gives a creature haste.
As if the goblins
Okay.
needed haste.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's a Kamigawa card. I've never seen that.
yeah, it's a really good card.
Beautiful.
Let's ping.
Legendary land.
Tim take 2, Jess and Rhino take 1.
Okay, I guess I got him.
What?
He's attacking us with gobos.
Attacking.
Okay, well, I have a blocker.
Oh, I didn't see it. Hold on, I have the fucking thing set up. Alright, never mind. I will take that back. Both Tim and Rhino take 1.
Okay.
Dead.
I
saw the
think she's
enchant.
got a angry Cato.
Yeah, I see it. Let me put spell table back
Art
into the
imitates
4-way.
life.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's turn.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
I think the microphone just died. What'd she do?
I think she drew.
Microphone didn't die. I did nothing. I passed the turn.
Wow.
Oh. Oof. Sorry.
Land for turn, Rogue's Passage. Yeah, where's the sad trombone indeed?
Mwah,
Shit.
mwah, mwah. It's in my night
I got
chart.
one on my stream channel point redemptions, unfortunately.
A blue, 1, 2, 3. Hieroglyphic Illumination. Draw 2 cards. Take that. Oh, thank you. Hello. Turn for me.
Oh, that's me. Oh, that works. Land for turn is Temple of the False Gods.
Hate that card.
It's fun.
Hate
When
that
it
card.
worked.
It doesn't work half the time.
It has been banished from.
Yeah, I've taken it out of all of my decks too, because it's a dead card if you don't have the lands for it.
That's true.
But you do, so I mean, it works in your case.
Well, if I'm playing green, I'll keep it. I don't play it in anything that's not green. I play Aura Shards,
Yeah, that's a card.
and then I'll use the floating from the Temple of the False Gods and a green to play Sakura Tribe Elder. Aura Shards will destroy the enchantment that is reversing life gain. End of turn.
End of your turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Shit. I don't actually. Oh no, I can. I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna sacrifice a goblin. I'm gonna 2 Claws of Gix. I'm gonna gain a life, and then I'm going to see if Skirk Drill Sergeant will good for me. And if not,
boy.
then if not. This is a do. Build top card. No, it's a mountain. Goes in my graveyard. All right, I'll
No
take that card
value.
now. It's fine. Nothing lost. Nothing gained. Because I will play a mountain for turn. Okay. I'll pay 3 life, add a colorless. Go down to 38. And I'll float 1 for Krenko. Then I will Krenko. Creating 3 Gobos.
Here we go.
I don't have much else to do here.
Bro, you should just get like a goblin token of every printing so you have a whole bunch of different goblins.
I would love to. There's this whole thing I need to be shoring up
Yeah.
money-wise. Damn. If only I could turn goblins into mana. If only.
I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
Soon.
I just got
TM.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'll pass.
Yep, I got nothing.
Oh my god, 2 in a row. My inner Peter
Ouch.
Griffin. Ah. Ah.
Yeah, that does suck.
Karma might come back around. You know what I mean? Like, getting last in the initiative roll, it's not always a bad thing. Land returns in Ireland. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna grab. I guess I know what I'm gonna grab. Okay. A blue, a black, and 1, 2, 3 for the Sphinx Summoner. It's a 3/3 artifact creature Sphinx at rare with flying. It says when Sphinx Summoner comes into play, you may search your library for an artifact creature card, reveal it, put it to your hand, and if you do, shelf your library. I'm gonna go get the Sphinx of the Steel Wind. And reveal it. And put it to hand. There it is. It's in the top half. Oh, God! Hi, Buildinick. Fucking got me. I'm over here concentrating, trying to go quick. I will pay respects.
Going quick? You're not allowed to go quick.
Well, I mean, it's a 4-player game. I'm not gonna monopolize unless it's story time. Then I totally will monopolize. Cursory bro cut post shuffle. Sphinx of Steel went to hand. Sphinx Summoner appeased. In play, summoning sickness, 3/3 flyer, and turn pass.
Oh, that's me.
That's you.
End of turn, I'm going to crack the Sakura Tribe. Because land! Forced into play. I've been forgetting to do that. Sorry.
Okay. Buildinick, happy Friday to you, sir. Cheers and glory unto your house.
Plains. Eight mana. Avacyn.
Okay.
I want to destroy the Claws of Gix, please.
In response, I will sacrifice Claws of Gix to itself, because fuck you.
That is valid.
Funny, all the hooting and hollering over Tim's artifact.
I mean, I made that noise, but given my current situation, I can just wait until he's almost all ready to pop and then just boop it, because it can only pop once a turn, right?
I don't know, he hasn't. You haven't been putting any charge counters on it, have you?
I haven't used any.
Not yet. When he gets to like 4, then I'll pop it. That's the idea, or at least that's the theory.
You've got plenty of time.
I mean, taking time bomb versus active combo, which would you prefer?
Yeah, precisely.
Getting on with the game.
She don't have haste.
Are you sure?
I could give her haste eventually, but not
Wasn't
yet.
her I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Not enough. Hmm. Alright, well... Let's play Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle. Enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under my control, if I control at least 5 other mountains, you may have Valakut, Molten Pinnacle, deal 3 damage to target creature or player. Add red to your mana pool. This might actually come back to bite me, but I'm gonna do it. Let's do 3 red, 2 colorless for Reforge the Soul. So each player discards his or her hand and then draws 7 cards. It's a more expensive deal.
That's a good choice anyways, because I had some really good cards in my hand.
I just did it because I wanted to draw 7 cards.
Well, hopefully Jess can get out of her mana rut with this.
Well, I just had to throw
Did
away
you seriously? No.
some really good stuff, but
Uh-oh.
oh well.
The cat is in heat right now.
Seriously, just crept up onto my desk, flipped over, and went to lick herself. Like, right here on camera. I'm like, nope. I don't want to discard 7 cards.
No, you don't discard 7 cards. You just discard your hand and then draw 7 cards.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that either. That fucking sucks.
Bit of
Arcane Signet, Spreading Plague, Magister Sphinx, Debtor's Knell, Sphinx of the Steel Wind, Aminatu's Augury. Fuck you.
Wow.
6 times.
Yeah, I just needed one more turn without that happening, and things would have been better for me.
hits and hugs.
Not so much.
You better hope I don't draw 7 amazing cards. I'm a little
My
upset with you
God.
right now.
I'm so
Not
sorry.
where I thought they were. So now I have to search tomorrow. I did find a Game Boy and a unboxed, uncellophane wrapped Dungeons and Dragons: The Goblin Lair game.
What, dude?
Oh man, that Game Boy though.
Yeah.
Is it the classic gray brick?
It's the original.
It's gotta
Oh, you've
be.
got the classic gray brick.
Yeah,
Oh, check.
it's
check,
in its
check
own
the
case.
batteries. Check the batteries.
There's none in it right now. I took them out.
Oh,
Good, because they will melt your batteries.
Well, yeah, the batteries corrode, and then they corrode the whole connections and everything.
Oh, yeah, but the old gray bricks were apparently so badly put together in terms of electronics that they will actually make your batteries leak.
Oof. That's no good. Hey, I got a couple of games for that thing if you're interested, Monovar.
So now, tomorrow, I have to pull everything apart. I'm on the search. I
all I
found
have.
my junior high and senior high school little report cards down there.
What?
Ooh,
Are you
nice.
serious?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what the?
You know, I think I have mine somewhere too. Oh.
Uh-oh. Did you get good cards, Tim?
I think
worse.
Jess got a whiff this turn too. Dang.
That's 3 in a row. She's
And
gotta
that's
reach
after
through the
being wheeled.
internet and throttle someone. Ugh. God, that sucks.
I also found a Lord of the Rings laying deck card pack.
Wow.
Huh.
The things I find in all these bins.
5 or 6. How about this? We'll do a blue and a white for the Skycat Sovereign, and then a blue and 2 for an enchantment called Sphinx's Tutelage. Land returns in Azorius Chancery. I'll bounce the island.
It wants your cat to come up as a plains. What was it called?
This one?
Sovereign.
Yeah, Skycat Sovereign.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Each. Oh, so it's a 2/2 right now, yeah?
Yeah. Demi, no flyers.
No flyers.
3 in the air, sir.
6.
I need
And turn.
I need to make a flying cat deck.
I already did it. Beat you to it.
Dang it.
Well, I mean, hello. Sphinxes.
Okay, fair, but I still want one.
Yeah, the Sphinxes are an ancient deck at this point. It has seen so many iterations, and it is so fucking stupid strong.
Apologies, I just sneezed. I didn't want to sneeze into everybody's ears.
You're fine, dude.
Okay, land per turn is a plains. 2, 3, 4 parallel lives.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Three mana. Beast was within. Targeting parallel lives, which won't actually destroy it because it's indestructible, but I still get my beast tokens.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Interesting play.
But then Aura Shards will destroy the Sphinx of the... Was it Sphinx of the Steel Wind? The Flying Sphinx artifact one.
They are the Sphinx Summoner, the one that I just swung at Demi.
That's the one, yes.
Okay. Papaya.
And the other beast trigger will destroy the gateway, because I don't think there's anything else particularly hugely valuable to target right now. Well, I'm going to find my beast tokens. I am kind of out of mana, but I'm going to boop Tim with Avacyn, which is flying 8/8 Vigilance.
Booper Surprise?
Blocking with Skycat Sovereign, taking 0.
That sounds like a plan. And turn while I try and find my other beast token cards wherever the heck they went.
For turn, I will play a mountain. I'm gonna tap 2 for Impact Tremors. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to each opponent. I'm gonna tap 2, roll 3 to play Illusionist Bracers. Tap the 2 to equip Illusionist Bracers to Krenko. I'm gonna Krenko twice. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna kill everybody.
How much damage is Krenko gonna do this way?
Krenko's not gonna do damage. Hold on, let me just do math. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 more goblins are coming in. So that's gonna be 12 damage to everybody.
Yep.
And then Krenko's gonna do the thing again. So that's gonna be 12, 24. Okay, maybe not everybody's dead.
Well,
30.
12 plus
36?
whatever's already there.
I think that's 36 damage.
Yes. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can't math.
How many do you have right now?
I have 12.
You have 12.
Hold on. Pause. 12. Alright. So 12 more goblins are coming in, and then Krenko's going to Krenko again, so then 24 more goblins are going to be coming in. So that's going
Total
to
of
be...
36.
Yeah. Total of 36.
Shit.
Ow.
I wish we had plane chase.
Aren't you glad you blew up my gateway?
Hey, he played both of those cards this turn. There's not actually much I could have done about that.
Let's see.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to swing 6 at Rhino.
I can't believe I'm doing this. They're all 1/1s, right?
They are all 1/1s.
I'll wait till you're done declaring. Go ahead.
I'm gonna swing 3 at Tim,
Okay.
and then 3 at Jess.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Response.
My math was slightly off. Okay.
I condemn a goblin that's attacking me and block 3 more.
So you're at 1.
I'm at 1. And you
Okay.
gain 1 life because I tucked a goblin.
That's hilarious.
Son of a bitch.
If you ever take me from 40 to 1 again, I'm gonna cut you.
Alright,
You
so
finish
just-
me, or you don't
Whoa,
come for me at
whoa,
all.
Whoa. Tim's right
You
here.
find 1 more damage, Demi? Jeez.
I'm with her.
Yeah,
on
that's
this one.
just
That
like
was
insult
rude.
to injury.
That was
Yeah, that's like
rude.
salt in the wound.
Listen. I got 36 goblins right here.
So next round you'll kill them.
Well, this is an unfortunate. This is an
I
unfortunate
wish I had a fucking
circumstance.
pestilence right now.
This is an unfortunate circumstance. My math was slightly off. If I had 1 more goblin in play, but I didn't have enough mana.
Wow.
Sucks.
Oh man, Condemn used to be so much more powerful in Commander before they changed the way Commander's rules interacted.
Tucking is
Damn.
just kind of a thing to the wayside.
Yeah. Because you could tuck Commanders, and if you didn't have a way to retrieve them, they were stuck down there.
Mm-hmm.
A black and 5 for Liliana's indignation. I'm gonna put the top 5 cards in my library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are 2 creatures. Rhino, you're gonna take 2 damage for each creature.
Me specifically? Oh, that kills
Yep.
me.
Yep. I can't do anything to Demi, so you're,
Oh,
guilt by association.
Guilt by association. Okay. Oh, I'm so mad. I would have been able to kill him next turn too.
Oh, did Tim die too? I saw a finger.
I sent 4 Gobbo or 3 Gobbos over Tim's way because he had no creatures.
Oh.
I'll Cranko and win. Just do this. Have a bajillion goblins come into play.
So, wait a minute. I see 1 health, 0 health, and
I just didn't update it, but it's fine. Someone eliminated me for me. Thank you.
right. But then Jess's health doesn't show. Oh, there it is, 0. There was a card over it. Oh, so it's 1 health. Oh no. So wait, it's all over then because you have
Yes.
0.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just
I
put
see
me
3 zeros now.
Just put me like -3. And if she didn't, I might have been able to do something to Demi, but I think I needed 2 turns
37
to really
points?
do something. So
Yeah.
I just wanted
And
to reset. Let's play another fucking game that
I'm gonna
maybe I
choose
actually get to play.
I originally picked Cranko because I thought that I thought it was gonna be our regular time, and I was just gonna do 1v1.
I was going to play Oath of Liliana when you made me discard it,
I'm
meaning
so
everyone had to
sorry. Ooh.
sacrifice.
ouch.
Meaning Rhino would have had to sacrifice his Avacyn. Because that was the only
Right.
creature he had.
I had a plan.
I had a plan, and you ruined it.
So
It
sorry.
didn't survive encounter with the enemy.
Yeah, well, I'm switching decks. You guys want to go aggro? I'll
Uh-oh.
go aggro.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna do my math blaster
I think it's a stretch break, though.
for
Mhm.
sure. The goblins came to stab, and they stabbed.
I
And
was a little bit worried about that enchantment that you
I
played right
was-
off the top there, because I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, I can't play my commander because if I do, I will kill myself. But my commander is kind of a linchpin with my hand. I'm just like, what do I do?
Impact Tremors was a really, really good addition. I took out Warstorm Surge for it because it was just like it's the same thing, just cheaper.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Well, okay, it's the same thing, cheaper with Cranko because Warstorm Surge is creatures that enter the battlefield deal their power to opponent or creature. Impact
Right.
Tremors 1 damage.
But when you're doing Krenko, you're just spitting out goblins like crazy, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm voting yes for Plains Chase on this one. And you just put it away.
It can be retrieved at a moment's notice. I do need to get up out of this chair, though. I need a quick stretch. And I'm going to re-roll this when I get back, if it's a 5, because the Sphinxes are kind of disappointed right now. But anyway, I'll be right back.
Tiny baby goblins. That's all they are. They're just baby goblins. What is this even here? Was I gonna add this? And if so, why?
I will
I
be
don't-
back.
Okay. My strategy was just don't be afraid of Avacyn. That was my strategy. I was totally anticipating you just hitting me for 8. So I was surprised when you went after Tim.
Because I didn't initially believe that you had anything on board that was threatening enough for me to be worried about.
That's kind of fair.
Because all I saw was a bunch of 1/1 goblins, and like, as
was
as
real.
good as Krenko is at spitting out goblins, unless you had some way of make them all have haste, I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah, Reforge the Soul was an amazing play that allowed that to happen.
Yeah. And then you played both of those on the same turn, and I'm just like, well, you're just gonna one-shot me now.
I was if I had one more goblin, if I had, or no.
I honestly made a misplay because I should have the Beast Within spell. I should have saved it because it's instant speed.
I
should
was
have
there were
broken
so
your
many
combo
things
with it.
There was so many things that I was like waiting for you to just blow up. I was like waiting for the Soul Ring to go. I was waiting for Krenko to go.
Well,
and it
here's
was
the thing, Rick. I got all sorts of things to blow up, but I can't blow up Krenko with Aura Shards. I can't
You can
blow
do
up.
it with Beast Within though.
Right, but I wouldn't have blown up Krenko with Beast of the Wind. Well, might have, but I mean, if anything, I would have used Aura Shards and broken both parts of your combo like immediately. Because it's an instant speed spell, so that was my misplay. I should have just saved it and waited to see what happened.
Yeah, I mean, if you had the, I mean, I guess there really was no way of knowing, because
That's true, because I don't know what was in your hand, right? I can't see
No.
for crap what's going on here beyond what's on the board. So
I
my
mean,
best
yeah,
estimation
there's
was
no.
my best estimation at the time was, hey, play some tokens so that next turns you can start populating and gaining life and start ramping, and then it gets out of hand and hard to stop. But well,
Yeah, Krenko needs to come in fast. He can't wait around. You wait around, he gets killed. And that's the downside with my Krenko.
well, I
That's that-
find the issue with a lot of mono-colored decks. The issue with a lot of mono-colored decks is that they tend to be kind of one-trick ponies.
Oh, for sure.
I always usually I'm not a fan of monocolored commander decks just because of that, because it's just there's a lot of, well, it's more of whatever red does best, which I mean, it's good, but as soon as you basically just sit there like, oh hey, if I play what's her name, the white Praetor, now all of a sudden Krenko is just completely useless.
I have ways around that. I mean, it'll make it annoying, but I have ways around that.
Oh look, all your creatures come in tapped, or all your creatures take 1 damage when they come into play, or any of those kinds of things just stop Krenko.
Mhm.
Heck,
But I
even
like Krenko.
Teleport works against Krenko. I mean,
Yeah. When he
you
goes off, he goes.
obviously you have answers with that Tremors thing, but like,
Oh, for sure.
but yeah.
Because
Why
it
is
can
that upside
deal
down?
to any target. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't look
No,
at
I
it
think
too
it's
closely,
just
but
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
I think it's just a trauma. Yeah, each opponent. Because it deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's not. It's not
Yeah.
creature.
it's not creature destruction, so that's
Reroll
its
with a
own.
5. Oops. Motherfucker, I really just missed my whole desk.
Or Storm Surge does anything. But that's a 6-cost card. I don't want to.
Oh, shit.
Are you playing the machine?
No. I rolled a 1. Did you
Oh,
guys
no.
get mono blue?
Okay.
Let's see how we do in a 4-player game. 1v1, this thing is stupid. But 1v3, I don't know. We'll see.
Man, this is an amazing hand, and I don't know what to shuffle in. I have a lot of really fun cards in this hand.
All the things. I need to change my commander. I am no longer eliminated in Zahid.
I think those 3 go back.
Zahid, Chin of the Lamp.
Oh, is this a genie deck?
This is a genie deck. It is a genie magic fuckery deck. It is mono blue, and I apologize in advance.
Oh boy.
Yes.
All right.
It likes to untap stuff. It likes to counter stuff, and it likes to make magic wrong. If that makes any sense to you.
So it's a blue deck.
It's a blue deck. Jesse already hates it.
As long as it doesn't have As long as it doesn't have too much mill, I don't think it's too big a deal.
No, mill is not an ingredient. I don't use that spice.
I know mill decks in Commander that are very effective, but
I can do
they
mill.
rely on stupid things, and I don't like them. This is exactly why I took it out of the deck, the Prismari deck when I got it.
Oh, neat. She just went from one screen to the other, both on the same plane.
Just a
But-
straight line.
Yeah, but like it was a wormhole. She disappeared for a second. 'Cause
Nice.
distance between cameras. Don't sit there. Oh, damn it. She just sat on my mouse.
It's her mouse now.
Cat. Alright,
Her mouse now.
one more shot. Oh, God.
I think Beldrinick just played a cat.
He did. Cat has priority and trample.
Oh, how do you deal with a trample cat?
Return to hand is a good one. Yoink.
Removed from game. There we
Yeah,
go.
Exile. 6, 7. But the exile.
She is not exiled.
No.
She will be back.
Yeah.
I mean, exile is only temporary anyways.
Oh my God.
These days, exile's
Yes.
only temporary.
Fucking land. She has a deck that works with and in exile. It's very weird.
With and in exile.
Yes.
How?
The prophet guy, isn't it?
Is that the one? Oh, I think I know which one that is.
Calling
That's a lot of
Portal
fun.
guy.
Something. She has a planar portal. That much I know.
Yes, I'm really wonderful person. Made sure I had one.
Okay, I've picked a very slow hand, I think, but it'll do.
Slow hand. Okay. Alright, Mr. Clapton. I'm gonna try this one more time.
I'm gonna actually mulligan.
See if I can at least get a couple of them this time. That'd be nice. Okay, sure. Okay, let's try it. Mono blue, and I apologize in advance. 15.
I've seen blue, so it's okay.
I don't have a win con. We'll see how this goes.
That's why you're apologizing. I'm like, why are you apologizing?
15.
Because it's not a he wins deck, it's a everybody loses deck.
Correct.
Oh, it's that
Correct.
kind of. It's that kind of deck. Got it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
As long as there's no blue-red land destruction in there.
No, there's no red in here at all, so that's easy.
So I
land
rolled a
destruction
15.
is not an ingredient that I use in this deck either.
I believe a lot of the really good land destruction was banned in
Jeez.
Commander, anyways.
Scared me again.
Oh, good land destruction.
Yeah,
I-
I'm not gonna say all
Land
land destruction because no, but
I use
a
it
lot
in
of
some
the good
things.
ones, the ones that can be recursively used and stuff like that, they're all kind of gone.
No.
Destructive urge. An aura.
The Black Braids was one of those. She is just awful.
Rhino and I tied at 15. What do you guys got?
I'm still shuffling. I will let you know.
it's Still shuffling.
By the way, red has a lot of the most fun cards when you start multicoloring, especially 3-color. Red has all the fun stuff.
Well, that's
definitely-
like your opinion, man.
I mean, I've always been a humongous, great big fan of Is It?
Or isn't it?
I mean, is it really?
Yeah, I did not bring my Prismari Gizmometry deck to the table today because I like having friends.
I'm in the middle of rebuilding that deck because I think it's cool, but it takes too long to play.
Alright, I'll shuffle these in.
it's probably okay in 1v1
Yeah.
in terms of game length.
You have to know how to play it, because if you don't, and you stutter,
Yeah.
and you have to retrace steps, or it takes
Well,
forever
it's just
to count
it's
all
just
of
that
the things.
situation. It's just that situation that I keep encountering every time I play the stupid deck. That just where I sit there and go, okay, I'm gonna cast this X cost spell for like 10, and then copy it 3 times, and it's gonna take me half an hour to play this next turn just because I have to do it 3 times.
Yeah, Apex of Power. Yeah, trust me, I'm familiar. The trick I found with that deck is you literally have to line up the cards on your playfield in the order of the triggers that you have, so you could just kind of go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3,
Yep.
or
Yep.
or whatever.
But it still takes a long time to go through all the effects because people respond to triggers and stuff, right?
Yeah, the stack is fucking real. Jeez.
Yeah, the stack. I mean, that is an example of the kind of deck that would
1,000-year
break.
storm hits the table. Game over.
Right. That's the kind of deck that would hit the programming limit on the Magic Arena.
I don't even
'Cause-
think Arena would be the place to play that at all.
Magic Arena
That's just
overflows.
ridiculous.
It runs out of memory and
Yeah.
crashes
I have-
when you do stuff like that.
I have broken it multiple times.
Yeah, like there is an angel that does it on its own when you just play it with blue and go. By the way, I copy it 5 times and the entire game just breaks.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That angel's in my church deck.
See, him knows which angel I'm talking about.
I absolutely do.
It's a good angel, but man, clone it 5 times and everything breaks.
Gotta love those multiplicative effects. Alright, that shuffled plenty. Oh, what am I doing? Rolling dice? Okay. I got a 16.
Shit.
That's so fucking funny.
Slow clap.
Yeah.
You guys can still have a rollies off. I mean, that's fine. Rollies off. I mean,
Sure,
Jess
Tim,
still
let's
has
have
to-
rollies off and see who gets second.
Well,
Not that
here-
ever matters.
No,
here's for
no.
a different one. Black metal. Thump.
Oh, okay. Where's my red one?
It's an 18.
I gotta find my red one. My good red one. My actual D20 and not my spin down. No, I got a 13.
Lucky 13. I have to be careful when I roll these metal ones. I can't just slap them on the table because it puts dents into the fucking wood.
Oh man, you sound like my grandparents playing mahjong on their card table.
I got a 12, so I'm not going first.
Hey, well, you get to go second, up, Jess.
My grandparents play mahjong with the big heavy metal tiles on the wooden table. They've
Nice.
left enormous dents. It's not funny.
Alrighty. Game 2. We're all still friends, but until this game is over, fuck you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Fair enough. So I'm gonna refresh real quick because I'm getting that swirly loading screen thing. I can't click on anything.
It's good. Clear your history. You don't
Yeah.
need it for this game.
Now's a good time.
That's the idea. Yeah.
He's
If,
a thick on
um,
that one.
Apparently, if I click on a card and then we change turns and it switches screens while it's still thinking about it, it just gets stuck.
Oh. Interesting. Something to watch for.
All right, we
Tab, go
all good to go.
Good to go.
I'll drop your turn. All right, let's start it off easy. I'll play a Rugged Highlands. Enters battlefield tapped. I'll gain a life. And I'll pass.
Oh, I guess I get to draw.
You should also probably put your life at 40. Unless you got some weird
Demi,
before the game
Tell me
starts.
how to live my life.
same advice to you. 40.
I just gained a life.
I know, but you don't need that.
Okay. Hey, the cards tell you what to do, man.
I know.
Tap on black for Indulgent Aristocrat.
I mean, I never said I was. I never said I was good at following instructions.
I mean, you don't have to gain life when your cards tell you to. That's fine.
To be fair, most of the cards that say gain life are May effects, so yeah, you're right, you don't.
Land for turn is a reliquary tower. We all know what that does.
No, I don't know what that. Explain it again.
It means I get to keep all the things I draw.
Hey, this is the slowest possible hand, and I love it. Okay, I'm gonna play Crumbling Necropolis as my land for a turn. Enters tapped. It taps for each of my primary colors. That's it.
You're not
Oh,
helpful.
dude, here it is. I'm thumping it.
Let's do.
Because eels.
Does eels.
This song is so dope.
Eels. Alright, I'm gonna play a forest. And with that forest, I will tap 2 to play Roaring Earth. Whenever the land enters the battlefield under my control, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle I control. Yay. It also has channel, but I didn't. So,
Vehicle.
creature.
Vehicle.
Yes.
I didn't know there were vehicles in Math Blaster.
There aren't.
I are confused. I like the sleeves.
I'm gonna tap 2 for the Fire Diamond.
Land for turns an island, old one. Tap a blue and a colorless for an enchant called Psychic Surgery. Want me to read it? I'll read it. Enchant, rare. Whenever an opponent shuffles his or her library, you may look at the top 2 cards of that library. You may exile one of those cards. Then, put the rest on top of that library in any order. Go ahead, tutor, I dare you.
I'm going to play a Lonely Sandbar tapped. I'm going to pass turn. I wasn't kidding when I said it was a slow start.
Oh, okay, wow. I really wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's do order of operations. Let's tap forest for Ulvenwald Tracker. Pay 1 colorless and a green. Tap target creature I control fights another target creature. The 1/1 human shaman. And then for an earth trigger, like Kazandu Refuge, so I get a counter on Ulvenwald Tracker, and I gain a life. That's gonna be my turn.
And that returns a mountain. I'm going to do a red, a black, and 1. For Olivia, mobilized for war. And Rhino, I'll swing 1 at you with
Ow.
lifelink. pass the turn.
Olivia's here.
Excuse me.
No. Land for turn is an island. Two ways I can go about this. How about this? We'll stick to the enchant phase. A blue and 2 colorless for the Web of Inertia. At the beginning of each opponent's combat phase, that player may remove a card in his or her graveyard from the game. If the player doesn't, creatures he or she controls can't attack you this turn.
Huh.
Turn.
Well, I will tap 2. I don't like doing this as a sorcery, but I gotta. Go for the throat, Olivia.
That's kind of a fitting move. It is a vampire.
Then Dimir Aqueduct to return the Lonely Sandbar to my hand.
This guy with the fight mechanic. Interesting. I really like that fight mechanic. I have it in a
It's-
couple of my decks.
Neat. With this land trigger, though, I gotta pay attention to the order in which I play things. Let's do an Undergrowth Champion. If damage would be dealt to Undergrowth Champion while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove a +1/+1 counter. Landfall. Battlefield. Under my control, put a +1/+1 counter on Undergrowth Champion. I will play a Mountain for turn. So Landfall trigger and Roaring Earth trigger. I will put 2 counters on my Undergrowth Champion.
That. I can see this is going to get out of hand very quickly.
Uh-huh.
That's actually kind of where I peter out, honestly.
Not on stream, please. I don't want to get banned today. They have other channels for that sort of stuff.
I don't know, man.
This was a quick promotion for Demi's OnlyFans.
Sure.
If Demi had an OnlyFans, he'd be fixing that car.
No, I know when to stop putting money into junk. That is a fact.
That's probably why you
All
don't have
right,
an
land for
OnlyFans.
turn is unclaimed territory. I'm going to choose vampire as my creature type.
No.
You really can't stop me.
I
So-
can't. Got a red counter spell.
Good luck with that.
They exist. They typically only
I
target
am-
blue, though.
Going to tap 2 black for the cordial vampire and a red and 2
He is pretty
for
cordial.
the scion of opulence.
Oh god, I gotta click on cards.
Cordial vampire is a 1/1. Whenever cordial vampire, another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. And Scion of Opulence, whenever Scion of Opulence or another non-token vampire you control dies, create a treasure token. And for 1 red, sacrifice 2 artifacts, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn.
Neat. Love how regal she looks.
What's the name of the second one? It didn't pop for me.
Your
Scion of
mom.
Opulence. Scion of Upsilon.
Okay, 3/1, Vamp Noble. Nice. Dang.
This is
Crunk Cup and
Huh.
everything. Alright, okay. Yo, DJ.
You I wanted to play this time, so you know.
She's doing it. Land turns an island. It's my island. You can't have it. Sure. 3 blue for the Tempest Djinn. It's a 0/4 creature Djinn, rare with flying. It says Tempest Djinn gets +1/+0 for each basic island you control. Yeah. Turn.
Um. Well, that's a thing. I'm going to cycle the Lonely Sandbar now.
So lonely.
I will play an expedition map.
Oh.
Yeah, that's and I'll play a choked estuary tapped because I can't reveal a basic island or swamp. Well, it doesn't have to be basic, but I can't anyways.
That's a bummer. I definitely hate when ducks dirtle.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here dirtling because I can't do anything until I get this stuff here. So that expedition map is useful, but I don't know if it's gonna ever pop. So we'll see.
Oh, it's me? Okay.
I am stuck hard right now. That's what she said.
Blue ball's got you bad there, bro.
Wow.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. You lined up the joke perfectly. Forgotten Ancient. Whenever a player casts a spell, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Forgotten Ancient. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may move any number of +1/+1 counters from Forgotten Ancient to another creature. So I'm going to play a mountain for turn. Roaring blah 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 is going to trigger. And then landfall is going to trigger. Oh.
The Blaster Master is starting.
5. Oh, this is a... Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh, excuse me. That'd be nice. Yeah, no, I got nothing, but now I have to fucking pay attention.
Alright, I have turns a mountain. A black and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Crossway Troublemakers. 5/5 vampire attacking vampires you control have death touch and lifelink, and whenever a vampire you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card.
Cute card.
I think the vampires are doing vampire things, guys.
I think they're troublemakers.
It is the nighttime. It's all good. The sun has set on the west coast over there.
Yep, and that's right when vampires get to be pretty fucking dangerous. I like the flavor text on this thing. It says Lady Ange said no violence at the wedding. She never said anything about the journey there. Yes.
Oh, come on. I thought it would say about the honeymoon.
Well, just getting to the party can be dangerous.
Oh man, that whole set, that whole vampire set was just a real fun set.
Vampires are neat. The nobility.
The vampire nobles from those sets were fun.
Land returns an island. Um,
What's that creature you got there, Tim?
it's a Tempest Djinn.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yes, let's try it. I'm interested in this. A blue and 4 for the Grasping Current. As a sorcery, return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. Search your library and or graveyard for a card named Jace, Ingenious Mind Mage. Reveal it, put it to hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Jess, the last one you played, and Demi, the last one you played. And that's going to be a search for me. I will try and go as quickly as I can. There he is. Nice. Top half. Alrighty. We'll give it 2. Oh, nope, that's nice and clean. I'll take it. 1 quick cut, because that's what we do at the table. Reveal to hand, and Demi, no flares?
Nah.
4 in the air.
38.
And turn.
Yeah, I mean, I think you need some wings over there.
They're in here. Not here.
Okay. Ymir Aqueduct to crack the expedition map. But before I search, because that's going to take me a minute to figure out what I want to actually pull. Island, which I will then bounce to play the Vanefire's border post. I've been waiting on that for the whole time because the border post specified basic lands. Otherwise, I have to just pay 3 for it, right?
I have
and
border posts in my Sphinx deck.
yeah,
Nice.
they're good, but and turn while I search for my land card.
Yes.
Yeah, I know I'm dirtling really hard right now.
I got no upkeeps now, but I'll draw.
That's a choice.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Do Faithless Looting. Draw 2, discard 2.
Rhino, when you're done shuffling, let me know.
Yep. Sorry, I gotta figure out which card I actually pull because I don't even know anymore.
Still got that psychic surgery, and this is actually the first chance I've had to use it.
Oh, are you psychic surgerying me?
Well, it's the first time it's triggered. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's an exile one of the first top 2 cards of your library. So DM me whatever those top 2 cards are, because technically Demi and Jess don't get to know. It's revealed to me, kind of a thing, I think.
Ah, okay, hang on. I'll get you in a sec
Yeah,
here.
it says you may look at the top 2 cards of that library. You may exile one of those cards, then put the rest on top of that library in any order. So yeah, I get to see the top two and exile one of them.
Play a Viridian Emissary. Nothing else. No triggers.
Oh,
Yeah, that's to you, Jess.
Man, I think I have too many non-basic lands in this deck.
That is
That-
always an issue with some decks.
Oh my god, I just saw the card you posted, Jess. That Ob Nixilis reignited. Holy
You're
crap.
late to the party.
Oh man. Oh, that's gonna suck.
You missed the point. The point is the googly eyes. I don't care about the card.
You
I mean,
have
I
the
do,
card.
but
Oh
I
my
played the
god, I didn't
card.
even see it. Jeez.
Yeah, you've
Nope,
seen that
or,
card. I played it
okay.
with Virgo.
This may help. This may help Jess a little bit more than it helps me, but I'm revealing Urborg for my expedition map.
Borg is good. Does nothing for me.
I read a black and
And
2 for my commander
Put
because
a
I
blood
believe
in.
it's my turn.
It is.
And then a black and 1 for the blood artist.
That's a combo piece. Something. Oh yeah.
And then I am going to swing the Cordial Vampire at Rhino and the Indulgent Aristocrat at Tim. And I will exile this card to do so. For 1 for each of you.
all right, sorry. How much damage am I taking? Sorry.
1.
Okay.
And I'm going to make 2 blood tokens and gain 1 life.
And that was a remove from graveyard that just happened.
Yes, that's what I said. I exiled this card so that I can do it.
I'm just making sure because I'm
I
trying
know,
to keep.
but I literally just said that, so I didn't forget.
Oh shit, that's me. Okay. Land returns an island. Big surprise there.
And I DM'd you the 2 card names that you were looking for there, Tim.
Oh, yes. Take a quick look, see. Ooh, second one.
The second one?
Yeah. Really?
Okay.
If that is the one I think it is. I just had a gut reaction to do that, so I'm going with it.
So that's exiled the card, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how much that's going to help me. How about... Slide, please. Thank you. Sure, why not? We'll start the process, I guess. Let's do. Oh wait, no, because. We'll do this. We'll do. We're gonna keep 2, because blue deck. And blue and 3 for an enchant. Frozen Aether. Artifacts, creatures, and lands your opponents control come into play tapped. Won't do too much damage. No, I don't think anyway.
How will that work with my commander? When he attacks, you put a vampire card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking? Is that it doesn't do anything because it's already tapped when it comes in? Because it's attacking? That doesn't change my... I'm just asking if it changes.
I'm curious. I don't think it changes shit for him.
Okay.
Because they both say it comes in tapped, but yours says taps and attacking. So,
Anything
Yeah.
that says tapped and attacking will override tapped.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Doesn't
Because
slow her
this-
down at all.
Just because it enters tapped doesn't stop it from being able to attack.
Well,
Right.
artifacts, creatures, and lands. So let's see how that goes.
Just want to double check what spell that is. Sorry.
Frozen
Oh.
Aether. No flyers, Demi?
Nope.
Well, not like it stops me. I'm pretty derping right now, anyways.
Demi needs an Air
I'll
Force.
swing it
Needs
right
a new
up.
deck
Well,
of
what
all
is it?
flyers.
Oh, is it a? Oh, it's a.
How big is it?
It's a 5/4 currently flying.
All right. Ow.
And turn. Maybe that's the kick to the butt you need to jumpstart the thing, you know?
Well, I mean, maybe because I got some stuff now. It's
Cool.
just a matter of whether I can do stuff with them. So all of my lands, artifacts, and creatures enter tapped, right?
Artifacts, creatures, and lands, yes. Frozen Aether.
Well, that makes things awkward.
It slows you down a smidge.
I mean, I was already
Doesn't
pretty dead
stop
on.
you.
I'm actually pretty dead slow right now, but that's fine. This doesn't really hinder me that much. Got 5 mana right now. Just a matter of trying to figure out what order I want to do stuff here. I will play Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, which will enter tapped because of your enchantment. All lands are now also swamps.
Yay.
2, 3, and 4. Endless Ranks of the Dead. Which is kind of useless since I don't actually have any zombies right now. That's my dirtling for now. Go ahead, Demi.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna have Ulvenwald Tracker say Undergrowth Champion fights my Viridian Emissary, and Viridian Emissary dies. And I get to search my library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped.
You're making me really wish I had the one instant speed spell that just says target creature gets death touch.
Why?
Because target creature, I could just make your Viridian Emissary have death touch.
Oh. That would be rude of you.
It would. It's in the deck somewhere.
What was I gonna get? I guess I'll get a forest into play tap. Sure. And then you got a thing over there, Tim, that wants me to do a thing for searching.
Whenever an opponent shuffles his or her library, you may look at the top 2 cards of that library. You may exile one of those cards, then put the rest on top of that library in any order.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that without
If you have a
without
shuffle,
me knowing.
that's the trigger.
Huh?
The trigger
Yeah,
is you shuffling.
Well, yeah.
When I did it, he just had me DM the cards to him.
Yeah, but it's just because the way that it is written, I am now getting to know what's on top.
That's the issue with playing that particular card in online,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tabletop.
unfortunately.
card.
We're going to be casually very nice to each other about it, I guess.
Yeah. Remember, this blue deck is still in its infancy as a commander deck. It was a 60-card deck that was set to retirement a long time ago, only recently having been restarted, rebooted, re-implemented, and given the theme of Jin and magic,
I feel like
screwy
that.
magic.
I feel like that particular card is probably one of the first things you're going to cut when you find better cards for that deck.
Well, I have some that I know have tabletop specific kind of cards in them. Usually I don't have too many, but most of my decks do have one or two.
Just
Like I
before
said, I feel
do-
like it's one of the soon to be cut cards. If you know what I
Bribery
mean.
is in my Grixis deck.
Ugh.
And you could always just have everybody but Tim close their eyes, and then you wouldn't know the top card on your deck.
But the entire
But
internet
that's-
would know.
Yeah, but who's gonna tell? You gotta play it in a minute.
Eh, it's possible.
Alright, just to keep everything square, because a land entered, Roaring Earth and Undergrowth Champion had a landfall trigger. Even though it doesn't say landfall, doesn't matter. Landfall trigger. He got two more counters on him.
Alright.
But let's resolve this thing, Tim. I'll DM you the 2 top cards, and before I do anything else, you tell me what to do with it.
Roger, Dodger.
I wonder why Roaring Earth doesn't say landfall.
Maybe because it... I don't know.
Maybe it's just because there's already a lot of text on there.
Yeah, there's like a lot of words already, so they didn't have room.
It's possible.
If it didn't have the channel effect, then maybe they could have just called. Oh, hang on. They changed the reminder text on channel. Channel used to say sacrifice this as it resolves. Now it never actually hits the battlefield. That's actually a very interesting distinction.
So...
Oh, jeez. The second one can go.
Yeah. Kind of knew that. So it just goes in exile,
Exile,
right?
correct, yes. And go.
And you put it on top.
Yes. The remaining card goes to the top of your library.
In any order. Draw that card. Select the spell table here. Can do it. Should I do it? Yeah. Sure. Give it a shot. I'll tap 6 to play Rishkar's Expertise. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures I control. It's going to be 7. I may cast a spell with mana value 5 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. So let's draw 7 cards. Just drawing 5. Oops, 1 short. Right. get to play a card for free. Okay, let's do it this way. So I'm going to play for free Dockside Extortionist. I need everybody to give me a total number of their artifacts and enchantments.
1.
3.
So I get 6 treasure tokens.
Love that card.
6 things here. I'm going to immediately use 3 of them. To Chaos Warp the thing that's making our lands and shit come in tap.
Okay. That's the Frozen Aether. Okay.
So you shuffle it, and then you reveal the top card of your library, and if it's permanent, you get to put it on the battlefield. So it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I don't know. We'll find out.
It's an island.
Oh, okay.
I'll take that.
And now I get to play a land for turn. I'm gonna play a Cinderglade. I'm pretty sure it comes into play untapped. I get a landfall trigger. Go up to 7. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. I have 3 remaining. Stole the dice that I was using for treasure. I do believe that is all I can do. Yeah. I'll pass to you, Jess.
Alright, Line returns a swamp.
Those are blood tokens. What are treasure tokens? God damn it. Alright, Tim, I'm sorry. Jess, I'm also sorry. I'm not familiar enough with treasure tokens. They have a tap to sacrifice.
I believe they do.
You couldn't have used him immediately.
No,
I didn't catch that either.
that's a misplay on my part.
Just let it roll. We'll catch it better next time.
What happened?
He used the treasure tokens right away, even though they entered tapped.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
you actually needed 2 more because I have 2 blood tokens. Those are artifacts. I forgot them.
Oh, okay. I guess so that... Should I take that?
Yes.
It would have
You
been
were-
8.
you
Then
were owed
was
them.
6.
I go up to 5 then.
Is it my turn still? Do I get to go?
Yeah, you get to go.
Okay.
She wants to bite somebody with her vampires. She wants some blood.
Mm-hmm. 2 black and 2 for the Sanctum Seeker. It's a 3/4 vampire knight. Whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I am going to attack Rhino with the Cordial Vampire, and I am going to attack Demi with my... You don't have any flyers, right?
Flyers.
All I heard was the word flyers.
Yeah, I got no flyers.
Okay, so I'm attacking you with my commander, and I'm going to sacrifice the 2 blood tokens to have the Crossway Troublemakers come in attacking, and as a fast effect, I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to sacrifice the Indulgent Aristocrat and put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire I control.
The Troublemakers do not have flying, but they have death.
And they are indestructible
Oh, okay. Well,
this turn.
alright, so I'm taking 6, 9? No, 10?
Just, I can't do 2 things at once. I'm sorry. Hang on.
And things are attacking, so life loss is happening too.
Yes, so 3, whenever a vampire you control attacks, so each opponent loses 3 life and I gain 3 life, right? Because it's...
The creature that entered this turn entered tapped and attacking, right?
Yes.
So it should not trigger the when it attacks, because it never actually quote unquote attacked. But the other 2 should.
What? It's not attacking? It enters tapped and attacking.
It enters tapped and attacking, so it can deal damage, combat damage, but it won't trigger any when you attack triggers.
That doesn't sound right, but okay.
No, he's right because
Okay,
the
well,
transition from not
it's fine.
attacking to attacking
You,
speeds the
you're
tap.
still all going to lose 2 life, and I'm going to gain 2 life. and-
But you're gonna gain 6.
I know, I'm getting there. I'm got to do my triggers all at once. Do my turn.
Stack and then work your way down.
Yeah, I got triggers on, like, everything. A creature I controlled dies. So, Tim, you're going to lose 1 life, and I'm going to gain 1. And I'm going to create a treasure token. I'm going to get 2 blood tokens. Whenever a cordial vampire, another creature, +1/+1. And then cordial vampire, actually, whenever a cordial vampire or another creature dies, put a +1/+1, so they're actually going to get another +1/+1. So, Rhino, that's 3 to you that I get lifelink. And Demi, that's 5, 6, 7, 12.
Jeez. Okay.
Did I do it? I think that's it.
And those vampires hit their stride. This hurts.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude. She wasn't kidding. I didn't realize how many triggers were going to happen off of just like the one action that caused a trigger that caused a trigger. And like, shit, this sounds like Prismari. Alright. Okay. I like it. I like how you cleverly did damage to me without attacking me too. Nice.
Watch damage.
So
Yeah, I spread the pain around.
You have blood. She'll take it.
Mhm. blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jace, Ingenious Mind Mage. That's that thing I went looking for earlier. He's a shiny. I don't know if that's gonna pick up. I hope it will. Ingenious Mind Mage. So he comes in with 5 legendary Jace. +1 draw a card, +1 untap all creatures you control, or -9 gain control of up to 3 target creatures. So let's see, his LD's a 9, so we'll go with this guy. It's a 12. We're gonna go 5 BAP right there. Yikes, and egads, Batman. Do you have any flying blockers left, Jess? I don't know if you do. Oh, you don't? Okay. Let's see. Rhino's still over there. Empty field-ish.
Sorry, no, I was taking my temperature. I do not have any flying blockers left.
Demi doesn't have any flying blockers at all either. Well, Jess, you just had a nice boon. Swing at you for 6 in the air. And then we'll +1 Jace to 6 and untap all my creatures. And I think next turn. Turn.
I don't think I'm going anywhere with this, but we'll keep dartling along and see what happens. Look, it's an island. It's the one
Isn't
you
it
saw
a swamp
turns.
also?
It is.
Holy shit, he is paying attention.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up later. I think Urborg activates Choked Estuary. Let's see here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play 2 spells.
Okay.
Lord of the Accursed and Diagraph Captain.
Okay.
I got some zombies now.
I have a decision.
At least they don't enter tap. But that's all I got.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna tap Cinderglade. One of these. Oh no, these would still be tapped, wouldn't they? Because we. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do anything. That is a faux pas that I feel really, really bad that happened.
It's okay, everybody makes mistakes sometimes.
Yeah, but we get a token. So then, oh no.
I don't get tokens till next turn, at best.
This is what I'd like to do. I'm going to tap 2 forests for 2 green. And I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eight for X. Genesis Hydra. When you cast this spell, reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a non-land permanent card with the mana value 8 or less from among them onto the battlefield, then shuffle the rest into your library. Genesis Hydra enters battlefield with 8 counters on them. Deal. Damn. Okay. Non-land permanent, huh? We'll do Rishkar. So Rishkar will enter, and he'll put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. I'll just put it on the Hydra to make it a 10/10. And then it also counter on it has tap, add green. And then Tim, I'm gonna have to do that thing again because these get shuffled into my library.
Yep. I really like that Rishkar. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I like him too. It works really well with this deck. So like everything becomes a mana dork, even though they're big mana dorks.
Still, you got just mana flowing everywhere in all directions. It's real nice. Just in case they don't swing, before the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Instant spell.
Yep.
Blah blah blah.
Whole lot of that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Options are good.
I like options. I think I have too many lands though in this deck. All right, I'll do the same thing through whatchamacallit. Send it to you.
Through the magic of Discord. An amazing platform that doesn't. It does all the things I needed to. It's really nice.
I don't think I really need to tell you which card goes and which card stays. But
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Holy
really
shit,
is.
that's a nice
It
card.
really
I can share this with everybody afterward if they're interested, just so everybody could be in on the joke. But just suffice to say that I made a good choice for all of us.
I believe, unless otherwise specified, exiled cards are face up.
Well, no, it's just who that person that is revealed to. Why would everybody else get the benefit of his card?
Because
I
the
mean, I
state-based
suppose
status of exile is face up unless otherwise specified.
yeah, I guess so.
Oh. Well, yeah,
So
if they're
weird,
exiled,
the way
then yeah.
that
I
it's-
thought it got reshuffled to his deck.
The other revealed card gets put right back on top, no problem. But the exile
Moonivar's
card
the judge. We go with his rules.
Well, no, I thought it was back into the deck. I didn't know it was to, the prison.
Exile is what is considered out of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at that point, we were saved from a reshuffle, reset the game, right?
Not quite.
And return. not play a land for a turn. Because I was too quick to do a thing that I thought would work, but didn't. I will play a forest for turn. This is so stupid. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I'll tap one, get rid of my treasures, and I'll play Visions of Dominance. I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on my Genesis Hydra, and then give it 11 more +1/+1 counters. That's not the stupid part, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because
Break
Just
out the flame torches and start, cutting off heads.
you're not gonna be happy with me, Chess. So I'm gonna tap my Genesis Hydra and my Undergrowth Champion for green to then have Ovenwald Tracker have my Genesis Hydra fight your what are they, the troublemakers.
Okay, does it have protection from death touch?
They are not attacking, they're
That
just
doesn't
fighting.
matter. Fighting is damage. Damage is death touch.
They don't have death touch.
Oh, mine does.
From
So that's what I'm saying. Do you have the crossway troublemakers? Attacking? Oh, attacking. Fuck.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I read the card. I know what I'm doing, I think.
Okay, well, things happen.
Yes, I know they do.
I'm gonna pay 2 life and draw a card first.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a hand. Demi, you can go ahead and lose 1 life, and I will gain
All
1.
right.
And everyone can now lose 1 life, and I'm gonna gain 1.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm helping. Oh, I had landfall trigger. Not that it matters. And that's everything on my side, so I will pass turn.
I thought it was going to be something big and massive here, Demi. That seemed to fizzle.
I mean, that's a 23-23. Nothing to sneeze at.
Well, I see you at 22, Jess is at 54, 38, 27s. I mean,
Life is just a resource. Jess just has a lot more of that resource at the current moment.
Okay, I am. What am I gonna do? Changing plan.
Changing your plan.
I'm changing my plan a little bit. Demi, I'm gonna swing at you with my commander and also the Nirkana Revenant. It's a 4/4. What?
The thing you just put up.
I was gonna read it.
Alright.
So I paid my 2 blood tokens. I'm gonna make 1 back. So it's 4. Ten at 4 on the ground and 6 in the air.
Oh,
And the one on the ground is indestructible.
Well,
But it's a 4/4.
oh, fuck it. I'll pick much.
Okay. And I don't have anything else to do. I guess that's it. Weird.
I don't know, man. I'm seeing a lot of untapped mana. That sounds dangerous, says the blue player. Alright, well, I'm untapping. I'm upkeeping. I'm drawing. Let's see if I get anything I could play.
Funky music, white boy.
He's in his own little world.
We'll +1 Jace. We'll go from 6 to 7 and we'll draw a card.
Oh yeah, there's a Jace. Holy shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't use that this turn. How about this? We'll say 2 blue and 3 and 3 for instant at sorcery speed. Jace's Ingenuity. Draw 3 cards. I'll draw 3 cards real quick. Oh, perfect. Sure. Death Knell? Sure, why not? Okay, it's sorcery speed, a blue and a colorless. Get rid of that. And I've got a sorcery called Mana Vapors. Lands target player controls don't untap during his or her next untap step. Sorry, Demi. All that shit that's tapped stays that way your next turn.
Just lands?
Just lands.
Okay. We'll remember this.
Yeah, I know. You whipped my ass pretty good last game. I figure I could put a thorn in your side this game, and I'd be happy.
Hydra is coming your way.
And oops. Rhino, 6 in the air.
That is beginning to get annoying.
Beginning to? I'm a blue player. I'm not doing my job if I'm not annoying the shit out of you guys. Turn for me. I left it wide
Alright.
open.
He's a fly.
Tap. Upkeep. Endless Rank says I count 2 zombies, so I get a zombie.
Singular zombie.
A zombie.
The apocalypse has started. It has to start somewhere.
Yeah, well, I left it wide open.
I mean, a zombie apocalypse is in the deck. I just haven't seen it yet. Mountain is my land for turn. Or I should say a mountain swamp is a land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's do this differently here. Mana. I gotta be specific about my colors here, sorry. Two, 3, 4, 5, Corpse Harvester. Which is a zombie with the ability 2 mana, tap, sacrifice a creature, search a library for a zombie and a swamp, reveal them, put them in my hand, then shuffle, which is going to give Tim lots of opportunity to do nasty things to my deck. Unless that's gone already, I wasn't paying attention to that.
No, that's
No, that's still here. Shuffle is the trigger.
I gotta say turn on that one. I'm actually afraid to attack right now because everybody's got scary stuff.
draw that card. Play a forest and get a landfall trigger and a roaring earth trigger. So I checked something just to make sure that I didn't have to do it. Not that it matters, I have plenty of cards that I can, but I'm gonna attack Jace with a Hydra.
Yeah,
And
I figured you might. I left it wide open. Big smush. Like
And
huge,
I don't have to
greasy
I
smush.
don't have to exile a card from my graveyard. Because I'm not attacking you, Tim.
That's right.
Big greasy smear.
Stupid little fucking caveat there. Can I do anything else?
Oh, dummy. Yeah. You are the lowest right now.
I am. I meant to put a counter. I'm gonna use my takesies backsies because it doesn't affect anything. Just gonna swap counters to make Dockside a little bit more useful. And I'm gonna tap my Ulvenwald tracker and Dockside and a forest for a Fertilid.
Nice play.
Enters play with 2 counters.
Oh, that makes me mad.
That's a nice play.
I'm looking at some interaction with some cards, and I thought it was kind of cute, but it doesn't work the way I wanted it to.
Will not happen. Still got no flyers, so I am at the mercy of Jess, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna kill me. Do it.
I'm gonna leave you at 1.
That's fine. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
That's
Like a lot of
revenge.
the
Revenge if
hydras,
I ever saw one.
like a lot of the hydras in my deck, I wouldn't leave me at 1. Just keep growing more heads.
Tell me what to do. I'll do
I'm
what I
not.
want.
Just,
I'll make whatever mistake I want to make.
Oh,
You cut a head, another goes off. Cut another head. Two more show up.
uh-huh.
That has to be a specific type of Hydra.
It's the me kind of Hydra.
Alright.
I think that Hydra does exist in Magic the Gathering. I just don't remember where it is.
The protein Hydra.
If it would take damage, it gets double.
So
Are
Something like
all
Remember?
all land swamps still?
Yes.
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 in addition,
In addition, so everything taps for black in addition to whatever they normally tap for.
Tim just figured it out.
oh neat. Okay,
Uh-oh.
cool.
Oh boy, is she gonna do something nasty with all the black mana that I gave her? I told you it would help her more than me.
Yeah, it is
I was
protein.
just waiting to ask that question to not derive the suspicion.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get a target in this game, so keep your mouth shut. My philosophy.
I've been mentioning swamp occasionally just so it would be remembered.
I have that card in my Lich deck, and I've just sitting here staring at it, looking at her, looking at the table, looking at her, looking at the table. I saw the aha moment. It was amazing.
Like I said, I knew this was gonna help her more than me. I mean, I could have gone for a command tower, but this is more fun.
Alright. I am going to exile a card. So I am free to attack whoever the fuck I want to.
Specific
How much
thing.
damage are you would dealing, and who can you knock out?
TBD.
All of us.
I mean, not really, because I only have one fire.
So use it wisely. Burn somebody to a crisp.
Mm,
Is it a small fire, a medium fire, or a large fire?
I don't know, but I smell smoke.
You are the small fire, Demi. So
I mean,
if
the
it's a
smoke might
medium,
be
it goes to
coming out of my ears.
Rhino.
The smoke might be coming out of my ears. I'm trying to think too hard.
If it's a large fire, it goes to Tim.
I feel attacked.
Well.
okay.
She feels spared. Hey, sleepy boy.
I'm tapping 12 black to give Nirkana plus 12 until end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swing it at Tim. And then I am going to swing my commander at you, Demi,
Mm-hmm.
in the air. I only have one blood token, so I can't bring anything in for free. So not nearly as dangerous as y'all thought it was going to be.
Taking how much? Is that 6?
Yes. And I'm going to make 2 more blood tokens. 16 for you, Tim.
I could have taken Demi out right there.
Not, he has blockers,
Oh.
and this one doesn't fly.
Ah.
I don't mind.
But Tim
taking
is
a
tapped
couple
out.
of lumps. Yeah, I knew I was gonna be leaving myself open for a turn, but I was hoping that would shake up the table some. And it looks
What an
like it
opening that
worked.
was.
Alright, well, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
Oh, Demi. You have one turn left to do something, Demi.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
She's a flying your way soon, and if she can do another 6 damage to you.
Pretty sure Tim can actually kill me.
Yeah, Tim's got a 6/6 flyer right now.
I could just swing and take him out, but he's not
I think everybody's worried about Jess right now.
A little bit. A little bit.
Well, yeah, but you take a person out.
Intro.
You always take a person out.
Well, no.
You sweep the leg, dang it.
Lunavar, you mistake taking somebody out for not knowing the politics of EDH. That's kind of a big portion of the game.
Mhm.
You know, when somebody becomes archenemy, is kind of when people are just like, okay, we're probably gonna die anyway. You know, look at the strongest players.
2 colorless for a Darksteel Pendant, which I will immediately tap a colorless and scry because I'm praying to fucking God over here.
He's fishing.
Uh-huh.
Last time
Okay.
you were the strongest player, Demi, so each game it changes.
Yes,
You
but
don't
Yeah, and
hold a
Demi's
grudge
got
from game to game.
a 20 whatever fucking monster.
Hydra?
He's got big boy.
Yeah,
And a whole bunch of other shit that's real scary. So I'm not the only threat at this table. It's just everyone settle down and remember that.
and what happened in old games stay in old games. You don't go after people, vindictively.
exactly. But
Keep trigger.
and that's why I'm saying you have a chance, you take it.
Draw. Well, this is confusing and interesting at the same time. Grixis Panorama is my land for the day. It can also tap for black mana because it can.
All day?
Is that like a Canadian turn for turn?
Um,
I'm
Do you
confused.
tap it? And how many maple leaves does it give you?
He is changing it up. It's fine. And now you've all made me defend Rhino. What have you done to me?
Lord of the Undead. Which is actually a zombie now, per the errata.
Yes, it's no longer a summon lord, and his errata text is other.
Yes.
Doesn't target himself.
2 mana cycle Desert of the Mindful. Well, that was useless.
I like cycle cards. They help sometimes.
Sometimes. Turn because I'm actually still afraid of attacking people.
Do I get to use my fucking lands now, Tim?
Maybe.
Well, he stopped me last turn.
Hey, he didn't play the scary green creature, which I know you have in one of your decks.
Matter. Ball trigger. Matter. I'm not gonna be here.
You gotta do something, Demi. You're on the ropes.
No, there's nothing I can do. I'm basically just gonna let's see.
Where's the Hydra? That's evil.
Hold on.
Where's your fling now, huh?
That would be nice, right?
It's in there somewhere.
Sorry. Can do this. So I'm gonna tap 2
Judgment time.
to fight your Commander Jess with my Hydra.
Okay.
Maybe have a somewhat standing chance.
Interesting choice. Okay, things are gonna happen. Demi, you can lose 1 life.
Yeah.
And everyone can lose 1 life.
Ew.
Feel the energy of Cranko.
Is that it? Is that the things that happened?
The things.
So I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
twice.
but all their things are bigger and better now, though. That's where all the dice move up one.
Yeah, the Hesh truck this year. Okay. I want to do that. I mean, it really doesn't fucking matter. It's just gonna take time. Like, stupid. All right, let's do this though. Tap Cinderglade for expedition map. I got nothing.
I see cards on your mat, like five of them that aren't tapped yet.
Yeah. I mean, okay. All right. So here's what I could do.
Go out with a blaze of glory, man. You got 4 health left.
He is paying attention.
Whenever wants to see some fireworks.
We gotta teach you how to play this game, my dude. Seriously, buy
I
a
think
deck
he's,
for like
like-
$30 and sit down and read the shit, and tell me what you think.
I kind of remember it from like 30 years ago.
It's a bit different than
40?
you remember. I'm just gonna say.
There's all these trigger things and 15 colors now, and we had like four colors back in my day.
I mean, there's only
Those-
6 colors now. We just do goofy things with them.
So Tim, you're gonna love this. This is what I'm gonna do. Not that it fucks. I'm gonna tap Fertilid for 1 green, and I'll tap a green to tap and sack the expedition map to search for a land card. Oh, it goes to my hand. Never mind. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Oh my god, you know how I'm getting tired when this is happening. So I'm gonna still do this to remove a counter. I'm gonna tap 2 more lands to remove the final counter. So this is what I'll do. I'm gonna search for 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped. Tim, technically, I would have to do the searches with 2 iterations. But would you want me just to show you the top 4? Or do you want me to do 1 basic land card, shuffle, show you the top 2, then shuffle?
The trigger is the shuffle. Typically,
Right.
the
Oh, I
shuffle's
guess
the
I
last thing you
could.
do.
I guess I could remove 2 counters at the same time. Let's just do that.
Don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be.
My brain is melting.
Well, where's your fucking cappuccino with double shots and like 6 sugars and whipped cream and
What do
it's
you
like
think I drink?
I don't know. I
What
have
the fuck
no
do you
Neither
idea.
would.
think I drink?
I know you get amped sometimes. You're petering out now, huh? You need
Yeah.
to get some more carbs in you.
Mountain Dew.
No.
Candy.
That's not good.
He drinks Mountain Dew too.
Yeah, but when you're already petering out, that
And
kind
a
of
fucking
sugar-
cappuccino is the answer, and a Mountain Dew is not.
I was being facetious.
It's like
in other words,
5-minute
that-
burst,
Seriously to
asshole.
begin with.
Being an
and then it's over.
I mean,
It
I'm
makes
the
it to
guy
the
who
end of the
literally
game.
just drank one right here. What the fuck am I gonna say?
Well, yeah, I was wondering why
Well, at 9 o'clock
I'm
over there.
absurd and you're not.
So 2 landfall triggers happen, not that it. So, gonna just put him up 6, and I'll use this die to put him up to not 6. What was that? That's 12, 14, 16. Okay. And then we'll do the thing where I look at the top 2 I really don't think it matters, Tim, but here you go.
There's some hanky-panky going on here, I'm thinking. Behind
Excuse
the scenes.
me? He has a card that makes me have to look at show him card.
No, I know that. I'm just good for around.
Hell no. Wow.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's really cool with this deck, right?
Yes.
Doesn't matter though.
Yes, that second
Go into
line
jail.
of text though. Shit.
Uh-huh.
Nom, nom, nom.
And
Holy
then,
crap.
yeah, sure. Here, I'll exile this Fertilid. I'm gonna attack you, Tim. With everything I got.
Uh-oh.
That sounds like an ouchie.
He can still live.
Will he?
Yeah, he can block one of them. It doesn't have trample.
It's a
Don't
blue
think.
player with untapped mana, also.
Care. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead to anybody. Like if one of you look at me funny, I'm dead.
You can't see it right now, Demi, but I'm squinting angrily at my screen.
I'm surprisingly not dead to that. So wasn't
hmm.
funny enough.
Let's see. Brandon's at 20. You know what? I will. I'll take it. I'll die, and let's watch the slugfest between Rhino and Jess.
Oh my god. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Fuck. Oh, okay. I'm dead to whoever.
Okay, so Tim dies?
Just like
Yeah.
Cadet Harry Carey.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
no,
fuck.
he swung at me. It's a
That's
legit
weak.
death. I'm gonna go to Valhalla.
It's
This is
not a
fine.
legit. No, you have to actually die in battle. You just fell over and died.
Yeah, see, you are
He
committing
accepted his fate.
seppuku
Well,
here.
I mean,
I'm not worthy of the game.
I don't have anything that would catch up to the kind of board control necessary to get a handle on what the fuck's happening. So I will graciously take that fucking lump to the chin, and I'll lay down until the war is over when everybody else is dead, and I'll be fine. This is fine. I'm fine with this.
1,000 cuts or one big cut?
Oh,
Which way
one
you want to go?
solid fucking wallop. Knock me the fuck out right away. None.
The Hydra just kind of like just ate him.
Yep,
I
I'm
think
done.
the Hydra turned him. I think the Hydra turned him into a matching greasy smear to
to Jace.
to Jace.
Whack and wallop. yeah, pretty much.
You
Demi, you weren't going to do anything.
You went.
You were
straight
quick out Tim.
past, we went straight past cloud of blood and into just atomized.
Yeah, and the best part is the turn before I watched him do it to Jace, so I just stood there like, oh shit.
It was kind of a warning shot, I guess, to what could have been. I'm just gonna tap all my mana, tap all my creatures. I'll pass my turn.
Well, Tim already did that for you, I believe.
It's fine.
Sorry, whose turn is it now?
Mine.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Turn order. Kind of weird. I mean, I suppose it.
Rewind to Fairy, Timeless Voyager, Djinn of Wishes, Lotus Path, Djinn, Devastation Tide, and Aetherling.
Oh man, Dev Tide.
Mhm,
Devastation.
mhm,
Oh, that's a card.
mhm.
I love Dev
Start
Tide.
over.
Wait a minute. Cyclonic Rift. That's
Fuck that card.
Cyclonic Rift also scary.
Okay.
What are you pointing at, Tim? I see like a
I mean, we're talking
water
about Cyclonic
is it
Rift.
drop?
I'm just saying
Oh.
It's already.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably
It's a
in there.
Well,
'cause
had
it's-
you not
Oh.
fucking fallen on the sword, maybe you could have played something scary.
No, not so much.
Oh, how many cards down was it?
He's going through them now.
Oh man, at that
you
rate you'd
wouldn't
never
have
hit it.
Nope.
Yeah, that was 4 cards already right there. So
I'm gonna do a red and a black using one of my treasure tokens. To play red ghost, and each creature deals 1 damage to its controller.
That.
wow,
I set myself as the
killed by
bot
your
instead.
own minions. They turned on you.
Okay.
You were not the leader we thought you were, Demi.
Ow.
I think the Hydra was just hungry. Tim is a very, very skinny snack.
It didn't get all the heads. Didn't get us bite. So you know.
Yeah. The one was angry.
Black or red, 2 and
These are the cards.
2
that
more to bring my
exiled.
commander back.
She doesn't have haste, does she?
He does not have haste,
Or
unfortunately.
he, sorry.
Just identify
Is
as they.
he your only flyer at the moment?
Well, about that. A black and 3 for the Falconwrath Noble,
Mm-hmm.
the 2/2 flying vampire noble.
Oh, I know that one. It's the other painter.
So you can kind of see it. A little bit of coffee stain on my dock side.
Oh,
I mean, it's a
that's
proxy.
sad.
It's okay. It's a
Oh,
proxy.
okay. It's not sad.
It's not sad. I'm
Fuck
actually
that piece
really
of paper.
happy. Yeah, I'm really happy that I did only have a proxy when that happened. God.
So you have how many creatures?
7.
Evan.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Corpse Harvester. I will sacrifice a zombie token. Diagraph Captain says you lose 1 life. And then I'll search for a zombie and a zombie in a swamp. I'm mostly looking for a win here, and I don't know if I can get it.
We'll have like Monstella.
Oh. Yes, I suppose that would work. I don't know if this is going to be effective, but it would work. And the swamp is... I may have to fail to find a swamp.
Isn't that like any land, or would that not count?
Yeah, aren't all lands
Only in play, I had to look it up.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Thought it was.
I thought it might be just when
Yeah,
they arrive.
it doesn't specify out of play, so it only affects what's in play.
So if you don't have one, I guess you can't play one, right?
There it is. Okay, I got one. Alright, so shuffle.
Holy God, that's a lot of cards still.
That's about 2/3 of my deck, give or take. Yeah. Okay, I'm revealing a swamp and a gem palm polluter, which are going to go into my hand.
Oh, nice.
I took Gem Palm Polluter out of Grimgrin.
Okay, then untap.
But you're not playing Grimgrin. So.
Upkeep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zombies, so I get 3 more tokens.
Delicious, delicious tokens.
These
Nothing
3 just
about
came
these
in.
token
Draw.
cards.
What's the card?
That is a card I just got.
There-
Okay.
oh, the combo.
Swamp for turn.
Fuck.
What?
No, the doesn't matter.
Next
The
time.
Wombo.
And
The
red.
Wombo combo.
Shared animosity.
Yeah, that's a card.
Unfortunately, that one specifies attacking creatures, so it's not that scary just yet. And I'm afraid to attack you because if you throw chumpers in front of me, you start draining life, and that gets problematic.
Big ol' slurpy slurpy.
Excuse me?
They're vampires. Fucking don't read too much into it.
Now I kind of want a
Do the-
Slurpee. Want to go to 7-Eleven?
Slurpy, slurpy.
7-Elevens. It's
Yeah.
open forever.
My vampires are noble. They do not
Okay,
slurp.
fine. Okay, fine.
blood.
Okay, excuse me. They casually sip. Let's see here. I'm looking at your field and I'm trying to decide what to do with it.
This is the perfect time to panic.
A little bit. A little bit. You even got the blood tokens out to activate your commander too. Oh, jeez.
Blood in the water, or just blood in the air?
I mean, it's a party now.
Blood mist.
Olivia already graced it, so it's all after party at this point.
I got nothing in my graveyard I can use here, unfortunately.
Olivia may not be done.
She's coming back for seconds. She thirsty.
Went out for a smoke. She's on her way back. Bringing the party with her.
How many blockers do you have currently?
7?
That would be wide open. No, I have to say turn here. I can't attack yet, because doing so actually leaves me wide open.
Yeah, we all saw how that worked out for Tim.
One
Waves from
points
sidelines.
later.
It returns a mountain.
In the swamp.
Oh my god.
Where's an X spell when you need one?
No,
Oh my God.
seriously.
Or a big
Kitty,
wolf
please
thrower,
don't
link
fuck
thrower.
my
Oh,
board
jeez.
up. Good lord. Get out of here.
You had to make an appearance.
Yeah,
Meow.
go over there.
Oh, over to Tim.
Yep. All
Don't mess with this
right.
deck.
They were all away, so it's safe over there. And Tim's petting it. It's happy.
For the moment, cats are fickle creatures.
Especially
Oh,
when
yeah.
they're in heat.
They're like, yep, I came over here. I got pet for 5 seconds. I'm done. I just wanted to make sure I had, attention.
I'm gonna attack with my 2 flyers.
3 mana. With 1 red because I'm paying attention. Bedevil. I'm targeting the Falconwrath Noble, not the other one. Because I don't want you to leech life on me and stuff.
So Bedevil is what?
Destroy target
Destroy?
creature, artifact, or planeswalker.
Try target
Okay,
player.
well you're gonna lose 1 life for killing it.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And I'm gonna gain. I am gonna get a blood
Let's
token. So
Stem
you're gonna
the
take
tide.
3. And then I'm gonna put +1. And bump this guy to 5. Five. And then you're gonna lose another life, and I'm gonna gain another. And then you're gonna lose another life, and I'm gonna gain another.
Wasn't there damage from the commander, or was that the first point of damage?
We're still dealing with stacks, sorry.
No. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, so it's 4 from my commander.
Oh shit.
I basically have 1 turn, so I'm not going to worry about marking it. I'm at below the amount, and I don't have enough any lifesteal to make that matter.
Outlet with any of this?
It didn't even use her lands and her blood tokens and everything else.
I know. Think
I
about
have
that.
something very risky I could do. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do it.
He's at 6 and you're at 52.
6
What the-
points.
what in the world could you possibly be fucking worried about at this point?
So if you
I'm gonna tap 1 red for Blasphemous Act.
All right. So in response, we cycle the Gem Palm Polluter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take 9 damage. I will draw a card. Pay 2 mana. Return Gem Palm Polluter with Lord of the Undead to my hand.
3 life a pop per vampire that dies. If I am correct.
And 1 life per zombie that dies on my board. Because I got the diagraph.
2 vampires just need to die for you to.
Yeah, but I think I'm toast here because Blasphemous just kills me. But so you would end up losing 9. I was hoping to just kind of twiddle the Gem Palm in and out of the graveyard next turn. So you actually, that is the choice. That is the target. If you hadn't done that, I would have killed you. Because I would have done 15 damage twice
Well,
more.
it coulda, woulda, shoulda. But what is happening is that I just won, or
You
what?
just-
I don't really know what's
That's what I'm
happening.
saying. That
So
is what I'm saying.
let's actually play the game that's being played first.
No. I'm just saying that your trigger right there, I have no answer to it. The only answer I had was the Gem Palm pulling something good out of the top, and it didn't. I'm dead. I got nothing.
Cool. Good game.
Vampires got their sucky on.
Oh man. Next turn would have been glorious though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the next turn. That is gonna do it.
Yeah, I was excited 5 turns from my death spot. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, about that. It's okay. I mean, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. I hate how cliche it sounds, but it's kind of true. I hate that rhymed. I didn't mean to make that happen.
Sleepy. I don't have
Bam.
3.
So
The
who's
vampires
down
had
for
the
a
night.
game 3?
I am down for a game 3, but I need to use the restroom first.
Okay,
I'm not.
yes, stretch break is imminent.
I am not playing, but I will hang out.
Yeah.
I'm not up for another game. I don't feel
That's
good.
I'm actually going
Tim,
to.
that card you exiled was actually not the one that your gut reaction thought it was.
Hmm.
From me.
So enjoy your evening and your last card game or whatnot. But I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, you
Thanks
guys
for hanging out,
do it.
Moonivar.
Thank you for hanging out.
I'm
Bye.
also gonna.
Good night,
Crash.
Demi.
So
Good night, you guys.
that's the card that you exiled, Tim. I think you were thinking of Call to the Grave, not Open the Graves.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. Well, rats.
Still, that is a good target. I just didn't have a board state that supported that card.
So then we are now a mano y mano, huh?
That's what it looks like.
Well, Demi, thanks for jumping in on that. Goblins continue to impress. Did he leave already?
I think he
Yeah.
might have.
Him and Moonivar said
Oh.
goodbye and left.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear, that was quick. Okay, I'm going to press the BRB button.
Sames. BRBs. I don't see a headset. Is he back? Ah, got a thumbs up. He must be on the phone
Yep.
or otherwise. Okay.
Yep, I'm here. Sorry, I was just poking around in the background here.
So now that we are just mano y mano here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you your wish. You asked for the machine earlier.
Oh boy,
Let's do it.
we're gonna do the machine, are we?
That's what you asked for, unless you've changed your mind since then.
Well, I was thinking of playing the buggies, but I don't know. I don't know if the buggies can handle the machine.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you got there fast enough, you'd eat me alive.
That's true. It depends on who got off first, eh?
Well, go with your truth. You asked me for the machine. I love playing it. I will honor your request and give it to you as your finale.
I'll try it. I'll try it with the bug. 1v1 with the bug. Let's try it. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
And
Let's-
meanwhile, I'm gonna press this button. I think it's the button I want to press. That's the button I want to press.
This deck does have
There
a
we go.
sideboard. I should
Oh
go
yes.
grab that.
And I will start shuffling because I think the last time I played this deck. Oh yes, I think the last time I played this deck, the bugs decided to go. Yes. Now there's several hundred of us.
Yeah, I like your bug deck. It's a lot of math stuff like Demi's is at times, but it is pretty neat. I do like the synergies.
It's very on theme, but I would rate it on a this is just me personally. I would rate it probably a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Think so?
I would rate it as about a 7 because it could be stronger with Mazarek in the lead, but it wouldn't be a bug deck anymore. It would be a sacrifice deck.
Maybe.
So I could make it a 10, but I don't wanna. That's stupid.
I have to run and grab that sideboard, so I will be back in just a moment.
Go for it.
All right. As Steven
Welcome
Tyler
back.
once said, I'm back in the saddle again. I'm back.
You're back, baby.
I'm back in the saddle again. All right. Shuffles are happening. 5-color deck. Don't know what status I left it in last time, so we're gonna do a thing. Apologize for the delay. We'll go as fast as hands allow. Which reminds me, I need to catch up on my reading. Hey, Jess? Yeah.
Yes, please. I need to talk about it. I have feelings.
All I know is that concept art for the Phyrexian covered Weatherlight is fucking just breaking my heart just thinking about that concept. I haven't read anything about it yet. So don't
Oh,
spoil
get
it for
ready.
me.
I'm just saying, get your tissues ready because you're
I'm
gonna be.
hate this, I'm sure. After what they did to Mirrodin, I'm pretty sure I'm about to be pissed what they're gonna do to Dominaria.
Oh wait, you mean Phyrexia is back?
Yeah, spoiler
Again.
alert.
Oh boy.
Shit, he didn't read the thing.
No, I didn't. So wait, so Phyrexia is back in Dominaria, but didn't the Phyrexians take over the Eldrazi?
I'm gonna cry.
Didn't the Phyrexians take the Eldrazi already? That's a really big problem.
We're gonna have to have like some giant MCU grade Captain Planet moment with the Planeswalkers to finally squelch the plague that is Phyrexia and Shieldred and all the evil things that she,
The way to denature the oil, really.
Well, use Dawn dish soap. That breaks oil.
Man, that's gonna be a really amazing set.
Gonna
Jeez,
make a dish soap.
Oh
deck.
god, it looks so fucking good, that set.
I want in, but I've given up buying random cards. I will.
If I had the money, I'd buy the whole fucking set. Just-
I'm in the position where I'll just buy the good stuff, or maybe like a commander box and then modify. That seems like the better plan.
Theme decks and single
I'm gonna
player.
buy like 5 cards.
That's
I
my
mean,
game,
that's
my-
what I can afford.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
That's fine. It's totally fine.
I'll shut up.
Oops, I
I'll make you
accidentally
cry.
shuffled a token in there. A construct token.
Oh, I gotta put my headset down for a sec.
Okay, come on. Come on, 5-color deck. I am counting on you. This is gonna be something fancy. It's gonna be something beautiful and wonderful. It's gonna explode like fireworks. It's gonna be amazing. Or it's gonna fizzle and I'm gonna get mana screwed and eaten by bugs. Oop.
I'm beginning to wonder how much people can see off the reflective strip on the stand on my monitor.
A ninja is a master of himself and his environment.
I may have to put some non-reflective tape over it.
What do you got to hide, huh? You got Huffy
Well-
in there?
No, I just don't generally wear pants around the apartment. I don't want to get banned off of Twitch for our reflection.
So this is like Schrodinger's pants right now. He either is or isn't wearing pants, but we're never gonna know. Cat, can you? No.
Look, all you ever see
Jeez.
is at least from the waist up, so I mean, why should I have to wear pants?
Well, that's the gig, right? Like we all want to work from home, so we don't have to wear pants. Cat knuckle.
Man, if only I could work from home. That is not possible for so many reasons.
Yeah, given
At
what
least
I've heard prior,
my current job.
I won't say what you do, but given what I've
Oh
heard,
no, I'm
geez.
quite open with it. Yeah, I'm quite open with it. I for anybody who wonders, I work surveillance in a casino. So working from home is not possible for a variety of really good
Yeah.
reasons.
I'm sure there's at least one law that's preventing this from happening somewhere.
Well, it's not impossible, but there's no way my employers would go through all the effort to do it. Because in order to do that, they would have to verify that all the legal departments, because we work with the government, obviously. There is a gambling council and all that stuff for all the local and all that stuff, but they have to secure the environment in which I am working.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of personal information that flows through the surveillance office. I'm sure you understand why.
Mhm.
So as a result, I cannot work from home until the government organizations can agree that my home is secure. And let's be honest, I live in a crappy apartment, so no, it's not secure.
Yeah, I've got some pretty intense security where I work as well, but I can't even imagine what it's like at a fucking casino. There's so much money flying left and right, and people care
Oh,
about
yeah.
money, you know? So it's
Oh,
kind of
man.
important that that stuff goes where it's supposed to.
I mean, I essentially work inside a giant concrete box, and that's just my office.
I need my desktop cat.
Kato is not allowing it.
Come on.
Oh shit, I'm taking the dog out. I got a card in the mail.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Alrighty.
All right, so I've done my draw 10, shuffle 3 already, and I'm happy with my hand.
Roll to 13.
Oh, right, I need to roll a dice.
Okay.
All right, let's use the red one.
We'll use the 10 and 3 here.
I rolled a 12.
Nice.
Okay, I guess you go
By
first.
That much.
Oh man, the luck on my red dice are kind of hit and miss.
Put 3 back, huh? Okay. Sure. Alright, those ones. Put these 3 here, here, here. Do a quick
My hand's a
shuffle.
bit of a slow one, but I think it'll be good.
God, I wish. I'm so glad you can't see my face right now, because I have no poker face whatsoever. To say squee would be an understatement.
I mean, well, you just told me, so.
Yeah, I just. Exactly, no poker face, period. Can't even fake it.
Okay, my poker face isn't much better.
Alrighty. Guts me 7. Ready when you are, my dude.
Let's go.
Okay. I mark it set, untap, upkeep, draw. Land for turn is a plains. The Lotus Petal costs 0. And the Mox Tantalite costs 0, but has a 3 suspend on it.
Oh man, the machine started out strong with those Moxons.
Yeah, I had them both in my hand. I was like, what?
Wow, I am impressed.
Yeah. And that's turn.
Okay, Thriving Grove enters the battlefield. Tapped. It taps for green, and when it enters, pick a color other than green. It taps for green or the chosen color. I'm picking black.
Good choice.
That's all I got.
Jazzy Guard. And for turns an island. And for 1, 2, 3. Yep.
At least the pedal sacrifices.
The Etched Champion.
Etched Champion.
I
Let me
don't
just
have
double check that.
Metalcraft yet, but I will. Very soon.
I'm sure you will, because it's an Etched Champion. It does that. I love that I pulled 2 different arts of the same card.
Huh.
Cool.
And turn past and it's on you.
I will play a Swamp. And I will say turn, because that's all I got for now.
Okay. Land for turns swamp. I mean, I could, but I can't. I shouldn't. I can, but I won't. Swing for 2
I guess I'll have to take 2.
and pass the turn.
Forest is my land for turn. And I will declare the end of my turn. Yeah, like I said, I picked a really good hand, but I'm dirtling until I can get something good here.
I have my fingers crossed for you, sir.
We'll see. I've got some good things. We'll see what happens.
I'll say a blue, and 1, 2, 3, for an enchantment called Efficient Construction. which I believe I have already exemplified.
Yes, I see that. Let me click on that here.
Swing for 2
All right.
and turn.
Whenever you cast an okay, at the in response to your attacking, so because I'm gonna stop taking damage, I'm gonna Gets Verdict you.
Gets verdict. Greedy card. Come on.
Target
Dark
player.
creature loses life. Okay. Yep, that'll do
So, and it also bypasses protection if that ever mattered.
it. Yep, because I'm being targeted. So.
Okay, untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, you said turn, right?
Yes. Oh shit! My card came too.
Nice. Very nice. So untap, upkeep, draw. Forest. And then I'm also going to pay 4 mana and curse Tim with Torment of Scarabs.
I have this card in my Sphinx deck.
The Torment of Scarabs?
Because the
Yeah.
pyramid, the pharaoh, the scarabs,
Yeah.
the Sphinx, like I did all of the things. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Scarabs are insects.
Yep.
And it's on theme anyways because it's sacrifice, so...
Permanent or discard a card. Okay. Okay.
and then pass my turn. So...
3 life. I'm gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Fuck no. I like what I have.
Yeah,
I'd
right?
like to keep it. Thank you. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. It's a shame you got rid of that thing so fucking fast. We'll do...
You wanted Metalcraft on that, didn't you?
Yeah, I really did. I just needed it around for one more turn. 2 colorless for an Arcbound Ravager. Very,
Okay.
very handy little guy. And... it makes a Thopter because I threw an artifact down because of Fishing Construction. Where's the Thopter? There's a Thopter. Both with Summoning Sickness. Turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Blighted Fen. 5 mana. Swarm of Bloodflies. Enters the battlefield with 2++ counters on it. It is... Whenever another creature dies, put a ++ counter on Swarm of Bloodflies. Turn pass. Will you sacrifice or take damage, sir?
I'm giving up that 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Come on, come on. Oh, you bastard. Sure. I don't think I'm gonna get to do both, so we'll do these. A white and a colorless for a Darksteel mutation on your Swarm of Bloodflies. It's a 0/1 insect artifact creature with indestructible and loses all other abilities.
So it still has its ++, and it's still an insect, isn't it?
It's still an insect, and the
Oh,
tokens
goody.
are still present.
So it is a... What is that? You said a 0/1?
0/1, making it a 1/1. Or a 1/2, excuse me.
So it is a 2/3 now.
1, 2, 3, okay. Well, yeah. Base is a 1, so plus whatever. Farfignugan. It's not flying anymore, though, huh?
No, because it loses all abilities.
Swing with the Thopter.
I guess I'll take one.
Yeah, that's all I got, dude.
We are going to plink at each other for a while.
Like rock'em sock'em bugs.
Okay, 5 mana. Commander. Terramorphic. Terramorphic activates. The Terramorphic triggers the commander. Swamp into play. And, hey, my bug is indestructible. Neat. That's the end of my turn, though.
Okay. Apologies, I had charcuterie. Lose that 3, because kind of have to. I need just one more piece, just bolted on anywhere at this point. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Sure. 2 colorless to play a cranial plating.
That's a good card.
Gives me another Thopter because I played an artifact.
Is that your piece of metal tacked on?
And a colorless to equip it to the Thopter that's been here for a second. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 5/1 flyer swinging at you, sir.
Ow.
Oh wait, 6/1. The other Thopter.
Ow.
Yeah. And turn. Jesus.
Ooh, there's another piece to my combo.
Scared the shit out of me.
Land for turn, Blighted Woodland. Oh look, I got both of my Blighted lands this time. I love the Blighted lands in this deck, it's fun. 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Consuming Vapors targeting Tim.
Okay.
You sacrifice a creature. I gain life equal to its toughness. Consuming Vapors has Rebound.
The Thopter with Summoning Sickness. Ow.
You consume it. I'm going to put it on top of my deck because it's coming back in a turn.
It's a 1/1 that got consumed.
Okay, I will gain my 1 life from that. And since that's a sacrifice trigger, there we go. Declare end of turn. Go ahead, Tim.
Untappity. Upkeepity. Take a 3-D. This is how you're gonna win this fucking game. Just gonna watch. You're
gonna
gonna
bleed
bleed
you
me
out
to
with the
death.
torment.
Yeah,
Just bleed you to death here.
wouldn't be surprised. Okay, sure. Alright, sure. Top decked it. Let's play it. 3 colorless for the Golem Foundry. Fishy Construction, Season Artifact, makes a Thopter. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not 1, so 6.
7/1, I think.
Yeah, it's a 7/1 flyer. You still
Okay,
don't have any of them flyers, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I'm just not blocking because it's my commander and I kind of want him.
Oh.
But I'm gonna putrefy your cranial plating,
Cool. Good move. Yoink.
and then I'm gonna block the Thopter.
And Thopter go brr brr.
Thopter goes burr burr. Actually, I thought Thopters went plop 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 plop.
Yeah, straight down into a burning Hulk. Complete. And that ends my combat phase. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Here you go.
Okay, untap, upkeep, rebound the consuming vapors. So you'll have to sacrifice another creature.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it's another Thopter.
Uh-huh.
Click. Click the thing. Okay. He's not a bug, but he likes to pretend they're bugs. It's a vampire that likes bugs. Viserys here. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate Blighted Woodland. Sacrifice. That's a trigger. And I'll search for 2 basic lands and put them into play. I don't think they have to share types like the other one.
Hey, get one for me while you're in there, because it's been like 2-3 turns now. I could really use one more. Just one more.
Forest and a wherever it is. Swamp. Where's the swampy swamp? There's a swampy swamp. Attack you with a 6/6 flyer and a 6/7 on the ground.
I had a cracker in my mouth. I'll block with the Ravager. It'll die.
Yep.
And I'll take the 6 in the air.
And that'll be turn.
And I will give up the 3. Putting me at
That's
18.
gonna- You're gonna pay for that sooner or later.
I know. I'm just playing what I got, you know. Oh, you fucking bastard. That is so not cool.
I'm gonna guess that you just got a really good card that matched with the stuff that I just got.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just having a few more artifacts on the board and I would have been fucking set. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. I cannot play anything that is in my hand, nor can I drop my commander, so that's untap, upkeep, draw, go.
Ooh.
Yep, take me out, my dude. I'm at 18 with no
Oof.
blockers. I can't wait to show you my hand, though. Fuck.
Do you have any creatures?
Nope.
Swing.
End game.
Boom. That should be game, I think.
I'm at 18. I'm sure you got it. So,
6, 12. I got 14. I'm short by 2. Actually, no. I can just sacrifice the Blighted Fen, even though there's no targets for you to sacrifice. And there we go. We got lethal.
there you go. So I just top decked the Mycosynth Golem.
Oh no!
Yeah, right after you got rid of just enough artifacts. And I've been sitting on Tezzeret the Seeker. I just needed one more fucking mana. The
Oh,
Planar
no.
Bridge and an Arcbound Overseer to top out with.
So
I
you just like, oh hey, here's the Mycosynth Golem, and then by the way,
Yep, just barf my hand, yeah, and just, I mean, I didn't have much of a hand, but I had the bridge, so.
yeah. Well, I had the ultimate stop that card in my hand.
What's that?
Fog.
Fog.
Fog is my favorite stuff card. It just sits there and just goes, oh, by the way,
Just kidding.
no.
No damage. Yeah, cool story, bro. I'm glad you tapped a bunch of stuff. Poof. Well, good game, Rhino.
Good game.
Oh, fuck. Next up would have been a Manifold Key. Start untapping stuff. So that means I could have used my Planar Bridge twice. Oh, God.
We got some okay stuff coming up.
How about that start, though? Dropping the Tantalite and the Petal at this fucking...
Oh,
turn
that was
one.
really that was an amazing start. Just going, oh hey, yeah, by the way, here's a bunch of stuff, and then you had nothing to follow up with.
Yep, I had no, left, right. It was just left, done. But it was pretty neat. I saw
That was
it in
good,
my
though.
opening hand. I was like, no way. I've never had a 0/0 drop before in my life ever, not even once. So that was kind of nice.
That's the kind of thing where I just sit there and go, I mean, this is the kind of hand where I'm like, okay, what if I turn one Soul Ring into a top, and then activate the top?
Yeah. On your mark, get set. Holy shit. Whee! Good game, my dude. The card that I just got in the mail, Smothering
once-
Tithe. Yeah, I'm putting that in my church deck.
Smothering Tithe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Add to cart, purchase, enjoy.
Oh. Oh, wow. Just... Oh, you want to draw a card? You better pay 2 mana or I'm just going to get infinite mana.
Yeah, about that. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the church.
And it's very on theme for the church, actually.
Can't. No, I'm sorry. No, I love you, but no. Get the fuck off
I still
my
want to
desk.
make a Captain America deck, but it's so expensive, I can't afford it.
Well, you keep yearning, keep working, you'll get there.
Oh, eventually I'll get it. I still have to finish theory crafting it, but like all the cards that I want are sitting in the like at least like $10 to $15 each card range.
Well, work a couple of extra shifts, man. You got this.
That's
You
the
got
way it
this.
goes. That is the way it goes.
Well, that was a 3-game night, dude.
Yeah, it
No
was
plane
good.
chase.
Well, Plane Chase does slow things down a bit.
Yep.
And I'm still going to keep going because like I said, I'm on night shift, so I got all night.
Sweet. You're gonna keep going. I'm gonna bow out. I'm gonna say thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for kicking my ass. Thanks for coming back every week. Thanks for building the decks you do. And cheers and glory to your house.
Thank you for inviting me and putting up with all of my weirdness.
You're fine, my dude. And a hearty wave and huzzah to you and whoever's on your side, because I am outie. Good night.
I love you.